Hey there, fellow Factorians. Onerous here with another episode of Seablock, and still rocking the headset. Ooh, crazy, crazy light action. Still rocking the headset. Yes, I've ordered a new microphone. Just hasn't come yet. You know, COVID times. The post office they're a bit slower, a bit swamped. Anyway, we are speaking of being swamped. Look at that smooth segue. We are chasing. We are chasing Chrome, aren't we? That is why we're standing here. Yes, we began last episode to work down what is a fairly extensive production line to get to Chrome. I mean, none of it was difficult. Let's recap, shall we? Chromie. Okay. So we are going that path. I guess we're going that path. Anyway, the only way to get chrome ore is from ferrous crystals. Ferrous crystals, one of the byproducts. We'll figure out uses for the other ones at some point. Nice to get some more cobalt. That's not a bad thing. The only way to get ferrous crystal is from ferrous anode sludge. The only way to get ferrous anode sludge is from ferrous essence and ferric chloride solution. Now we have created ferric chloride solution before, and interestingly, now that I look at it, this uses 2 iron ore, and if we go back a step, we're actually getting 4 iron ore from 9 crystals. 9 crystals requires 90 anode sludge, which requires how much is this making? 60. So it requires 15 of this, which is definitely not using 4 iron ore. So we create enough iron ore in this loop to supply it. We don't need to worry about that. We do need to get some hydrogen chloride gas in there, but we also need ferrous essence. And look at that. There's not 2 ways. I was going to say there's 2 ways, but there's not. This is the old barreling thing. I think there is a setting actually in Bob's and Angels where you can turn off those recipes. Anyway, or maybe it's in FNEI. So the only way to get ferrous essence is from ferrous solution and ceramic filters, and then ferrous solution comes from a bunch of crystals, sulfuric acid, and ferrous ore dust. Ferrous ore dust comes from ferrous sludge and sodium hydroxide, and ferrous sludge comes from ferrous ore powder, a few chunks, and some thermal water and sulfuric acid. So this is kind of where we got up to. As you can see here, we have the whatever it is, ferrous ore powder being milled, and then up here we have some thermal water. Now we'll get there. We'll get there. Someone, I think it was Power, mentioned I've got a box where we don't have any limit on our milling, which I think must be over here, because we were somewhere here. We were creating mills, and yeah, we didn't have a limit on there. But if I recall correctly, and I can't actually click on it in map mode, we do actually have a logistics stop on this one here. So once that gets up to 20, obviously, because that's what's in there now, then this inserter stops. So we don't need to limit the chest there. But I did get a lovely message. I think it was I think it was Jean-Francois mentioning that thermal water can be made other way. It might have been even. But let's have a look. So thermal water, what we're doing now is this method, which is incredibly slow. 1 lithium salt makes 5 thermal water every 10 seconds. This method here, which requires steam, much easier, isn't it? It's still a thermal water extractor, thermal water bore. Ooh. Oops, oh no, we lost it. Get back here. Thermal water bore, thermal water extractor. Okay, so we do need a different thing. We are going to need some carbon in here, because if you remember, one of these steps required carbon. Gosh, I don't even remember. There's so many steps. I'm sure there was a carbon step in here somewhere. No, yes. Was it that ferric chloride solution? No, it was not. Now we're way out of it, aren't we? Crystals. I remember seeing carbon in here somewhere, and it's gonna It's going to freak me out until we find it. Nope, nope. No, maybe there was no carbon. Anyway, we've got carbon. We've got carbon in the logistics network, I'm sure. There we go. 12k carbon in the logistics network. So we're fine, we're fine. We can make steam with that. Actually, we've got pellets. We should be using pellets, shouldn't we? Do we have pellets in here? Pellets? Yeah, we've got charcoal pellets. We've got 1,000 charcoal pellets. That seems like too round a number not to be a limited one, so there's probably more available. We've just limited it to 1,000. Alright, so if I want to go down that path, we need some thermal water extractors, not thermal water bores. And this is now producing 100 in 10 seconds rather than 5 in 10 seconds. Sorry, 105 seconds. Yeah, that is like way more. So let's get a thermal water extractor. See what we need for that. It's probably, if I had to guess, it's probably going to be blue chips extractor. Here we go. It is blue chips and titanium and reinforced concrete, which we happen to have. The titanium is of concern. I don't think we have a backlog of titanium. We do have. We've actually got a little bit coming through. I wonder if I can just grab it and not all this other stuff. No. All right. This was where the bore was. No, it was not. Extractor. There it is. Okay, we need 42 titanium. The titanium's actually coming through, not insignificantly. It's actually, yeah. This is working. This is working. We did do some upgrades. We have done some upgrades recently. What are we up to? Oh, we're 96. Okay, that is oodles. Let's see if we can get rid of this stuff. No, we cannot. Luckily we now have the bots. We have the bots. Thank you, bots. How many bots do we have in our network now? We have 1,600. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. So with that titanium, we should. No, there was something else I needed, wasn't there? Blue chips. Well, we got blue chips. We got blue chips galore. There it is. Thermal water extractor. Okay, I'll make one of those. We'll, I guess we'll rip this up. There we go. And we're going to need steam. We are going to need some steam. There it is. Thermal wozers. My goodness. Okay, that's it's bigger. It's a little bigger than what I thought it was going to be. I will say that. We're going to need to just modify some piping there. This setup is still the works. Now we just need some steam. We need I was going to say we need carbon up here, but we don't. We can build an electric boiler, can't we? Electric boiler. There it is. We can actually build a bunch of them. I feel like it's probably something we've also got in storage, and I really should at some point check these things before I actually just make them, but I think this is just the easy way to go. Alright, so the output there, yeah, that seems about right. We'll get a offshore pump. Offshore pump, there we go. I was going to say we should make a few of them, but let's not fill up our inventory. There we go. Steam, please. Water into steam, and ooh, that's quite a reach. This is a very large little building. There we go. Steam. Why have you got no steam? Because I had that the wrong way around. Steam output. Steam input. Do we need a different temperature steam? Let's have a look. Or has that got water in it? That's got water in it. There we go. All right. I don't know if Bobs and Angels has the different temperature steam. I think that's a space exploration thing that I was thinking of. Anyway, there we go. We've got steam. We've got that. We've got thermal water. Look at that. It's like instantly much nicer. Okay. Now that we have thermal water, we have powder. We just need some chunks. Now these are crystals. These are crystals. We have chunks in a box. Now I definitely remember putting chunks in a box. Didn't we? Didn't we put chunks in a box? Maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't. Because this step going from the ferrous ore powder to sludge requires rubite, givelite, and sapphirite. So here is sapphirite. We definitely have a bit of a backlog, so we could pop down a chest here, and then another inserter, just a regular inserter. And I mean, we might as well do that, because maybe one day we'll need it. I don't want this to fill up though. Yeah. We'll no, one stack's enough. Look, we've got the bots. They can do the work. We don't need big stacks of it. Here we go. How are you? How are you out of? Oh, that is annoying. So let's do that. You're doing that. You are going to pick up from over there, and you are going to drop off over there. Alright, there we go, and we'll put all those chunks in there. There we go. That is much, much cheaper than building a new roboport, I'll give you that. So, sapphirite, rubite, and givelite chunks. Let's get, might as well, while we're on a mission, let's get some bobmonium chunks into a box. I think I forgot to limit these chests over here. This chest. Yep. Alright, there we go. Because yeah, we just want to make sure that we're using our mineral sludge where it's actually needed. Okay, so here are some chunks, some givelite chunks. Drop the belt off, and then yep, just a regular old inserter going there. Alright. Limit you. I've probably got a little bit of all the chunks in here, don't I? I do. Of course I do. That is the problem with putting in over existing infrastructure. You just end up with a bunch of crap. There we go. Speaking of bunch of crap, let me get rid of this thermal water bore. I never want to see that again. Okay, so now we have all the chunks we need. Take it away from me, buddy. Thank you. Now we have all the chunks we need. We just need to use it in what? A chemical plant. Surprise, surprise. Alright, we also need acid. Do we have an acid line? Is this acid? No, that is hydrogen sulfide gas. There it is, acid. Sulfuric acid. Alright. Let's run this out here. Like so. Where are we going to put this? I think we're going to put it up here. Let's get a chemical plant. Alright. Chemical plant. We've got roboport coverage out here. I'm sure there's a roboport right there. Alright. So that's one of the things we need, and that's the other thing we need. So I mean, like, just right there is perfect, isn't it? What are we making? We are making this ferrous sludge. We need this to come down to here. Just doesn't quite make it. That's okay. We'll. I still don't know if these crystals. I mean, the crystals are going to have to move, aren't they? Because we are going to need them for other things, but we'll figure it out. We need you going in there. We then need a requester chest that's requesting all of that jazz, except for that, because you're getting it from right there. No, I don't think. Let's just check. I don't think this is used for anything else, is it? Oh, well, that's not something we need to worry about because we're kind of going to the next level. All right, and then we just need. I've stuffed this up, haven't I? Yep. Yeah, this is not going to work in our current arrangement. Let's copy that and paste it there. And paste it. That's not going to work either. Nope. Control Z, please. I think I actually need to paste it here. That's going to work. Actually, yeah, that is going to work. I'm not sure. I didn't think it would. Alright, let's get you and you. You can still. You're still fine. You're still fine. Let's get all the crap we don't want in there. And then we can do that. And now we'll have to redo this setup here. And you know what, I actually do prefer doing it that way and having the extra pipe up there. Then we don't have to block all those lanes. So now this is operational, and we'll get some sludge once we actually make one of those. Thank you. And bam. Alright, so sludge is away. Thermal water is mind-boggling how far we've actually got with the thermal water. So, ferrous sludge made. We add some sodium hydroxide to that, and that is done in a flotation cell. How much sludge are we making? This is making, assuming we actually had all the powder. What's wrong with the powder? Why is this not working? We've got an imbalance in drums. That is definitely the problem here. We can't get rid of clean drums because we can't get rid of those. Let's see if that's a better number. Nope. Why is that not working? I think what we need to do is we need to actually put some chests in the middle here. Let's just put one chest here. You can take from that chest and you can pop that into that chest. Oh gosh, yep. Gotta remember, filter. Filter inserter, please. And you're grabbing from there, but you're only taking the milling drums. Spent. Used milling drums into here. Thank you. You can go into there. And this should mean that we've got a proper loop. These are used milling drums, yeah. Except suddenly you're out of milling drums. Use milling drums, you're out of lubricant. Because for some reason I hit R on that. Alright. At some point I rotated that one accidentally. And now we're away. So this will keep getting rid of them as we can. And yeah. That's all it needed. It just needed a buffer. Alright, so this is operational. Now we're out of Jivolite chunks. That's fine. Should I limit this? Probably. Like 25k is a big amount. You know what I should do? What should I do? I should put in a second tank. Let's just put in a storage tank, and then we'll just make one of these small ones. Small storage tank. I don't like the inline ones, they look a bit funky. There we go, alright. So if we do that, and we get rid of that one, it'll all go into there, so we're not actually going to waste it. And then a small storage tank. These are omnidirectional, interesting. You go there. And yeah, I think 2.5k ferrous sludge backed up will be fine. It will be totally fine. Alright, so flotation cells. Do we have any of them on us? We have a crystallizer. No, we do not. Alright. Flotation. No. Alright, it's one of these ones, I think. Flotation cell 2. Flotation cell 3 is... yeah, we could probably spot a flotation cell 3. What are we missing for a flotation cell 1? Just steel. Alright. I could do a bot request, and I probably need to start doing that because we've got a lot of bots doing nothing, and it's getting a bit of a distance to start running for these things. So you know what? I'm gonna do it. Oh, whoa! That's not a good sign at all, is it? We are burning too much iron. We're burning too much iron, or we don't have enough sludge. Something's going on there anyway. Let's get a flotation cell. That's a leaching plant. A flotation cell 3. We're splurging. Definitely splurging. I really should have done the math. That was very inefficient. Well, it could be very inefficient. I don't know if we're actually making enough to use a flotation cell 3. So let's cancel it. And at least we've got a flotation cell 2. So this is, if it was producing max, is producing 6 every 4 seconds, so 1.5 a second times 2, 3, 4-ish, 4-ish a second. And then our recipe for this is using 4 every 4 seconds. So that's producing 4-ish a second. Yeah, okay, we can actually utilize the higher flotation cell if we had supply of the materials, which is arguable. But we kind of need this to be moving fairly quickly. So let's get that next level of the cell made, and we'll pop it in here. Alright, it's going to need that sludge. You are making this, and we need sodium hydroxide. Alright, let's get you over here, hooked up. Let's put you here and request some sodium hydroxide. Thank you. We actually have, yep, we got 40,000 sodium hydroxide. Now that's that massive logistics warehouse that we put in. So I think we'll be okay for that. Given the distance it has to travel, I would probably double this if we wanted to maintain our speed. So let's actually do that. I'm going to make this 50. Because I think they'll probably use 11 in the time it takes one bot to go all the way out here. So this will just ensure that it's going well. To say, yeah, 50 are on the way. Excellent. Alright, so that'll give us ferrous ore and some more sulfuric wastewater, which is nice. We'll feed that in. Do we have a sulfuric wastewater line somewhere here? Nitric wastewater, sulfuric acid, sulfuric acid, surely up here. Ah, yeah, there it is. Alright, let's see if we can get this to reach across. No chance. Oh, beautiful. We'll bring it down to this line. There we go. Alright, pop these down. And I've lost it. There it is. Ah, dang it. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. All right. Probably, honestly, just put pipe like that as well. So that is making some stuff that we'll put in a box. Ferrous ore dust. Ferrous ore dust. Okay, we're getting closer. So this one needs sapphirite crystals, jivalite, and rubite. So we've got ones there. We need a leaching plant. It needs 3 ore dust in that many seconds. This is producing... what is this? This is producing 1 a second with a crafting speed of 1.5. So it's 1.5 a second. 1.5 a second, meaning that we can do this every 2 seconds. So we only need a leaching plant 2. Leaching plant 2. That'll get us what we need. What are we missing? Oh man, leaching plant 2 is actually blue circuits. But we're missing concrete bricks. And you know what? I think it's time. I mentioned this before. We add in some bricks here. All right. Let's get stone bricks. Stack of them. Not that one. I'll need to click here again and then do search. Yep. Concrete bricks. A stack of them, which we don't have in there. Apparently, that's annoying. All right. Reinforced concrete bricks as well. Okay, so none of those are actually. Thank you. None of those are in our system. Let's go and make them in our system. I think they are way down here and maybe not covered by roboports. I hope they are. It's over here. Roboports. We don't have a roboport on us. There's one right there. Ooh, okay. The coverage ends there. We can definitely do this. All right. Let's put boxes there and there. And who's making stone bricks? You're making stone bricks. That could be a slightly more difficult task. Well, you're not making stone bricks, you've got no stone. Where are you supposed to be getting stone from? Here. Do you also need stone? Yeah, okay. So this needs stone. We really, honestly just need this to move south a bit. I don't think that's going to stuff up anything up here. Yeah, that's just a much better solution would be to move this down as far down as we can. Probably here. Pull that out there like that. We now have coverage down there. Okay, that was much easier than trying to stuff around with all this. Indeed it was. All right. So let's put you there. Let's put you there. And where is the output of our reinforced concrete? That's it there. Thank you for just grabbing them right there. Do we have red circuits? We do have red circuits. We should be able to make some more of those. Yeah, a couple of them and some more of them. There we go. Alright. So you'll be a supplier of reinforced concrete. You're just missing steel plate. Of course you are. Looks like that's where the steel plate's supposed to come. We don't need stone in there, but thank you anyway. Steel plate. Yeah, we've got none in storage. That's a problem. This is silicon ore. Might as well automate this as well. I don't know if we actually have any of that in storage. Yeah, look at that. 9,000. 9,000. That'll do. And then this one here is requesting stone. Stone. Let's just do it. Stone and yeah, a couple hundred stone. That'd be nice. All right, that'll keep this going. What are you? You're nothing. You are requesting fuel for that. Probably should. Which just means we can just request it here. We'll request pellets, of course. There we go, charcoal pellets, 50 of them. And yep, we've got them on the way. Alright, so this can disappear. And I think now this area here should be fully automated. Your problem though is that you don't have any steel, and we'll pop the steel in. Yeah, we don't need you guys to like do that. Now, steel. Do we have steel being produced here? We've got steel ingots, that's right. And that's getting used for cobalt steel, which is something that we need. That's not steel, is it? That's silicon, yep. Yes, it is. Alright. Alright. This is slowly but surely we're getting there. Now we go back to our leaching plant. Look at that, we now have it. Leaching plant 2 was what we said. We can't even do a 3, that must be advanced circuits. Oh, it is. Which we will need for our rocket control units, we saw that, but at least now we can start producing some chrome. And then we need access to these couple of things here. I don't know if I particularly like it, but I think I'm just going to pop it in here. Because I don't think we're going to be using these belts for anything else. That's my guess. Anything further, we'll put in robots. Alright, so presumably this is going to need sulfuric acid. I'm just going to guess. And we're going to do that. You're making this stuff, which is those chunks. Sulfuric acid. Yeah. Alright, we'll do something like that. Because I'm a idiot. And then we'll just continue those onto there. Get you reaching out just a little bit further. Of course they picked up the wrong things. So I need to do that. I need to actually make sure they're connecting to the right thing first, and then I hook them up and they'll grab the correct thing. Alright. You can have everything that we don't want. Now all you're missing is sapphirite crystals. Sapphirite crystals. Yeah, we did end up with a couple other crystals. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, we lost it. We lost a bunch of crystallizers. All right. Well, we will not forget. We will not forget, of course. So, do we have sapphirite crystals? We do have sapphirite crystals, and we've got them in a box, and there is a billion of them. Because they're only being used for titanium. And the stereotype is of a much more dire predicament. Yep, that's alright. Okay. But it's flowing, it's flowing. We've got it going. We've got it going. We're only taking... Ooh. This one's putting crystals out there. So this one's actually backing up. Aha. Alright. So we should have this one also going here and 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we do that? No, we can't. Do I have any of those on me? No. No, I don't. Let's do that. Pop you there. And you need to go 1, 2, 3 and across one. Yep, that's it. And then pick up from there. And that'll actually speed up our titanium a little bit, I think. Possibly slow down some other things, but this is here going for gold, and gold's fine. We're not using much gold yet. As with everything, yet is the operative word. But we are at 33 minutes. Let's drop this here and copy that there. Of course, we don't have any of those because we just don't. But this should now work. We'll get another small storage tank. They're pretty good. And small storage tank, pop it there. I do like to have a pipe just to actually see that things are flowing. And look at that, we're operational. All right. Quickly having a look. We now just need to do some ferrous essence, purified water, ceramic filters, and then we get the ferric chloride, and Bob's your uncle. Ferrous anode sludge into ferrous crystals. Maybe next episode, maybe the one after, but we'll start getting some chrome. Yeah, look, it's a journey. We're just moving along as fast as we can, and as always, a huge thank you to my wonderful patrons. Support is very much appreciated, especially in these current times, and I will catch you next episode.